Hey guys, it's Sarah. Welcome back to my channel. I'm so glad you all are here and joining me today. This is what my summer kitchen looks like right now, or these days, if you will. So much produce everywhere. Oh my goodness. Feeling so blessed, quite honestly. Just so happy for the garden and its yield and its production. We are finally having some rain today after a very long time of no rain. And anyhow, we are here in the kitchen today and I'm going to be making some V-8 juice, which is what we use for a base for tomato soup. It's super yummy. It's loaded with vegetables. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to be making some tomato juice, and then I'm going to be cooking up carrots and onions, beets from the garden, peppers from the garden, onions from the garden. What else do I have? Celery and carrots. We're going to be cooking them all together and then basically pureeing that all together with our tomato juice, adding in some seasonings and canning that up. The day is just rushing past me and we'll just see how much we can get done today, but that is what we're working on. Hannah is back here in the kitchen and she is making some roasted cherry tomato soup. She found a recipe because basically we are hauling in grocery sacks full of cherry tomatoes, and you know, you just hate to see them go to waste. So anyway, she has decided she's going to try to make a roasted tomato soup using those cherry tomatoes. So that's what she's prepping here in the background. So I've got my sink full of tomatoes here that I'm going to be washing, and also of course the red beets from the garden. We've got celery, carrots, onions, and I need to get the peppers out yet as well. This recipe should make me about 16 quarts of the V-8, and that's all I'm going to be making of that this year. Some of these specialty things you don't need quite as much of, but I do like to have some. We have been canning so many things, and I've tried to record quite a few videos for you guys of different things that we have canned. Once we kind of got really into the swing of things though, I must say that I was not able to keep up with it all. We've done salsa, we've done spaghetti sauce, we've also done pizza sauce. Of course, lots of pickles y'all have seen already that I recorded, and the green beans, lots of green beans. We've done cowboy candy, which is kind of like a candied jalapeno, and that's really good, like with cream cheese on crackers and other things like that. I also did just pickled jalapenos to use in our creamy jalapeno sauce and other recipes like chili and that sort of thing. Anyway, just lots and lots of canning happening around here. So I have a stock pot here, smaller stock pot, full of all my stuff. I've got the beets, peppers, carrots, onions, celery, all in here. And I'm just gonna put some water in it, and I'm gonna cook it on the stove and just allow it to start cooking while I'm working on getting my tomatoes juiced. We've got Rebecca getting into her Prime Day purchase.
There we go.
What did you get?
Whoa, a treadmill.
Oh my word, that's tiny, isn't it?
Yeah.
A little treadmill. she can pop it into the bed and do all the running and all her exercising.
Hey, it's got wheels. Yeah. What if it rolls away?
Wow.
Don't do that. Okay, get it running.
Meanwhile, we have a very studious Hannah over here finishing up her A&P2 summer class.
Slay.
Bet you're looking forward to that being done, aren't you?
I am.
There she is! Treading the mill. What do you think? You like your purchase?
Yeah.
Oh, good.
It's really fun. You can put a timer on here, and you can connect it to Wi-Fi, and I think it will light up and play music.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Okay.
So I've got all my tomatoes blended and strained and made into juice. I've got a big pot, roaster pan, full of tomato juice. And in here are my vegetables, and I would say that they're probably tender now. And then I can now put them into the blender and puree them. So good, so pretty. I've even got some extra in here. Just see, it's such a nice red color when you add those beets. Should we add some more? There's a bunch of juice left. Now what I'm going to do is add some salt. This is real salt. I'm going to be adding 1, 2, 3, pretty sure 4, and 4 tablespoons to that, and then I'll just add some to that. And we're adding in a little bit of sugar here, guys. Keep in mind, this is for tomato soup. All right, that's all I'm doing for that. Add some for that. This, my friends, is what you call a real gully washer. Oh my goodness. Flash flooding. Wow. Haven't had rain like that in a while.
exercise is so fun.
Oh, no wonder he's on the treadmill.
Well, come here. Watch this. Watch this. Watch this. Once he gets his whole cheese. Come here, Snickers. Cheers. On.
So in an effort to use up the tomatoes a little bit more, I decided to mix up a batch of barbecue sauce, and that kind of starts the same way with a whole bunch of tomato juice, and then you add in lots and lots of seasonings and spices and such, and cook it all together, and we'll thicken it here in a little while, but that's how it starts. Got some onion, and I will be blending that and adding that in to the barbecue sauce as well. This is really good liquid smoke. It's quite clean ingredients. It's just the water and hickory smoke concentrate. So I get this off of Amazon, and it's pretty cheap, and of course lasts forever. I actually used a fair amount of it in the barbecue sauce, but generally, you know, your recipe's only calling for a teaspoon or two of it. So I'm seeing a couple tomato seeds, which is bugging me, but I guess it is what it is, right? I added in molasses and brown sugar and the liquid smoke and a whole bunch of seasonings, and I'm just going to be bringing this to a boil, and then we'll be thickening it, and I'll be ladling it into jars and then just processing it. Alright, here's how it's looking. Really, really good. Caleb came in and thought we had chocolate syrup on the stove, but alas, it is barbecue sauce, and it's thickening up very nicely, and I'm going to start ladling it into jars. Looks amazing. This is perfect. I'm going to be doing as many pints as I can, and then I'll probably do some quarts. Alright, this barbecue sauce is so good. So I'm working on doing some cherry tomatoes up for sun-dried tomatoes. These ones turned out really nicely, and so I'm wanting to do up some more. So I'm getting that done. And then over here, I'm just finishing up some peach sauce. It's just peaches, and I've got some lemon juice in there to help retain the color, a little bit of sugar, a whole bunch of cinnamon, cardamom and nutmeg, and then also a little bit of vanilla. And then I just puree it up and ladle it into jars and process it for about 20 minutes in the canner. The one sad thing that I did realize is that my V-8 juice has separated, and it did not last year. And the only thing that I can think of that I did differently this year is that I did not bring it to a boil. I also used my own fresh tomato juice instead of store-bought. It's all good. I can just shake it up and it'll all be combined. It just makes me a little sad. This is just tomato juice. It's not V-8, but makes me a little bit sad because it just doesn't look quite as pretty as it does when it's all together. But oh well, right? It is what it is. The barbecue sauce is phenomenal. Highly recommend it. So good. Does use a lot of sugar, but it's very tasty. And then this peach sauce has been so delicious. I think I've done up probably close to 30 pints of this peach sauce this summer off of the peaches from our garden. Anyway, the rain has stopped, quite obviously, and it is very hot out and sticky, and you can hear the cicadas. Well, I think that's about the cleanest my countertop has been in a very long time. Well, since the garden really started producing so heavily. Anyway, I am pretty much exhausted on my feet, but we got, I think it was 19 pints of barbecue sauce and I believe 16 quarts of V-8 juice. I also did 3 quarts of peach sauce, and we got some sun-dried tomatoes. Well, not really sun-dried, but dehydrator dried tomatoes. I've got a dehydrator full of them, plus I took some off the tray. So anyway, it is 7:30. I did not get my bread made today, but tomorrow's a new day, and I'm grateful for that. As always, thank you so much for joining me today. I just pray the Lord's richest blessings upon you, and remember that His mercies are new every morning and His faithfulness is great. Bye-bye, friends.